Oh, aloha everyone. All right, it's been a few days since I've actually made a video lesson. I was on the other side of the island, and while it was nice to get away from my monitors and computers, it still is not ideal right now due to the condition of the market. And I want to show everybody. Remember, I told you guys I do not fight price, and you better believe I'm not fighting price. I've been cleared out of all of my hedges with small losses. Those were great hedges to have on because by all forms of analysis, this market should have either continued to consolidate or should have rolled over. Instead, we keep gapping up and V-ramping, and look at the direction of volume. Guys, I don't fight price, but guys, this stuff has been ugly for a really long time, and I'm talking years. It's gotten really ugly the last 2 years, but this most recent pullback from the highs and move to new highs is one of the ugliest and worst looks I've seen. And I don't know, maybe I don't know. It's been forever. I can't remember the last time something has looked this ugly. Not only are we V-ramping on lower below average volume, but look at my balance of power indicator just getting redder and redder and redder. Guys, I've never seen this before. Never seen a market making new highs, all-time highs, and my BOP indicator is red. And the move's coming on below average volume following another heavy volume sell-off. And one of the reasons why I thought that we were going to definitely correct is because for the first time, when we started to sell off, I actually raised 25% cash. That was the first time the entire uptrend off the 2018 lows, once I got to 75% invested, that I then got got back down to 75% invested. So this entire uptrend has thrown me for a loop. I don't ever fight price, but this action is just, I just can't believe it. It's sickening. And that's showing up in my end of day trading. Day trading is still on a back burner. Even my auto trading today, that didn't do well. I didn't actually take any discretionary day trades today, but on the end of day stuff, today is just like every other day. It's just unbelievable. I mean, right now, if you can hear it in my voice, I am a 20-year veteran of the stock market. And on an overnight basis, not intraday. Intraday, you focus on the right catalyst stocks that are moving because of a certain news catalyst. You have the right relative volume. You know how to use the moving averages, the 9 EMA, 21 EMA VWAP setups, Fibonacci retracements. It's all the same. Each day there's something in play, and it's irrespective to what the market does. It's like a brand new, it's on its own planet a lot of times. Some of these small caps, like CAN today, for instance. CAN's on its own planet. It's living by its own rules. Shop sold off, but that's one I'm watching early on in the morning. MU was another one that pulled back, but like these stocks, they traded on their own volition intraday. On an overnight basis, you just open yourself up to a lot of risk right now. And I tell you what, I just can't get anything going in my direction. So coming into Wednesday, my two top trades, and I made it very clear to everybody, these are the two setups. Made it very, very clear. COLL. What does it do today? What does it do? It's one of two stocks that gap up on me, allowing me to not get filled since my limit and stop is at 22.33. And if this damn thing doesn't go up 9% at one point intraday, it's just like, it's amazing. And and this gets added to that COE trade. This was the signal. 2 days later, 44% move without me. And it just happens over and over. QNST I passed on last night, decided not to take the trade. That's up 3%. DS I passed on last night. I decided not to take the trade. It's up 3%. And then my top trade idea for Wednesday session was JELD. Told everybody, hey, this is one of the best looking technical setups, price, volume, BOP wise, that I've seen in weeks to month plus. And I was very happy about it. But there was a problem with it. Frickin' earnings are on the 18th. So we only have 1 week for this thing to work, or else we risk a gap down against our position due to earnings. And this stock has done that before. You can see that gap down there. You can see this gap down here before it reversed. You can see this gap up here. So this stock has a history of gapping. It's not like it's impervious to gaps. So JELD was the top stock. 24.57 is my stop. 24.57 is my limit. If there's no earnings, I increase size in setups like this. What does JELD do? The same thing Call did, but even more of a FU to me in my face. 24.58 was the low. What was my stop and limit? 24.57. So did I miss JELD by 1 cent? Sure did. Keeps happening. And it's going to keep happening as long as we have an uptrend that looks like this. And I'm going to tell you right now, this kind of V-shaped move where volume is contracting and BOP is increasing. And I mean, let's even look at the indicators. Look at MACD, how weak it is. Look at TSV. Yes, it's back above the signal line, but compare where price is right now to TSV and MACD, and all the oscillators look like this. It's just one of the wackiest moves to new highs that I've seen. Like I said, not finding price. I have 15% cash on hand, which means I have 85% of my portfolio long. But it's just amazing that everything I want, I can't get in. JELD, I wanted that one. COE, I wanted that one. There's others I'm forgetting about, thank God, because it's just disgusting looking at it all. But the bottom line is it's going to remain rough out there until this market changes its pattern. So with that being said, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and go over the longs that filled during today's session. The first one I want to go over, SNDX. This was a new speculative long position. It filled. Nothing to change here. 50% of my stops are at this low. I have 25% here and 25% there to round it up, giving it room to work. But you can better believe if it violates this low on heavier volume while losing the max green BOP, or if it loses green BOP, the 50-day moving average would be my final stop loss. This final emergency one will be completely eliminated. But hey, at least it was up. Ooh, ESC. This one worked too. New long yesterday, quality long position. Wasn't a priority long. It was like, they're all priority right now because I have cash. But if I didn't have cash, this wasn't a priority long. It was just a solid signal. Candle over candle, heavier above average volume, increasing green BOP. It's worked. The only thing I want to do, here we go again. I don't understand what's happening here, guys. I apologize for these pop-ups. I don't know how to fix it right now. Dell's trying to extort money from me, and I'm going to figure it out on my own. But there's a low, 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stops for ESE. And then after that, ELF filled. It's kind of a trend join chase signal. 1 stop is going to go here, 2 stops. I really might even, golly, this is such a tough one. But no matter what, 50%'s here. The final 50%'s here. But if this low is violated on heavier volume or with losing green BOP, this stop will never come into play. But that was it. There was also a under $1 stock, speculative long position that filled, but it didn't do much today, so it's right around where you could still buy it at my level. I'm making this video public. I do not want to give that one out to everyone. It just seems like a really bad idea. So that takes us to our new long positions of quality for Thursday session. I have 2 that have earnings out of the way. One, the very first one, and this is my priority signal, is MTCH. I'm now changing the way I work limit orders. My stop is going to be 75.72. My limit is going to be 1% more of that, so add $7.60. And that's going to be what my limit is. Nope, that's not right. So it's going to be like 76 cents. Either way, I'm going to add 1% to whatever the total is over 75.72. And like I said, I do believe that's like 76 cents, 75 cents. So either way, MTCH, hammer candle off the 200-day moving average on heavier above average volume with increasing green BOP. It's canceling quality. It's perfect speculator quality. Earnings are out of the way. And according to FinViz, 62% of this float is short. So the game plan is first cut loss level if I'm wrong. If I get filled, final cut loss level. It's actually splitting hairs. It really doesn't matter. You can just use this level. It's 73 over here, 72.49. But MTCH, that's my priority signal on my end of quality heading into Friday. And then AutoNation, this one is actually my price volume BOP surge scan, earnings winner, and it has 9.3% of its float short according to FinViz. Hammer candle over candle, above average volume, big increase in green BOP. It is a bit away from triggering, but 48.51 is going to be my stop. Add 1% for the limit, so add about 49 cents to get you my limit order. First cut loss level, second cut loss level on AN. And then the final long signal is dependent on how it acts. So when I saw this chart pattern, DAVA showed up in my perfect speculator scan. It's also CAN SLIM quality. It's actually very high CAN SLIM quality. Yeah, I have it up right now. 98, 97, 94 composite EPS and relative strength rating. A-, A- letter grade ratings. So it's top of the line. Too bad earnings are tomorrow pre-market. That kind of ruins that setup. So what the game plan is, 48.83 is going to be my stop. 1% higher, so add 49 cents, will be my limit order. But I am not calling on this order until 15 minutes after the open, so it can settle in a direction. If it gaps up, trade goes without me. If it gaps down, that's fine too. But either way, there can be a lot of crazy price action the first 15 minutes, so this one won't be called on until that happens. If it does, DAVA, I never even looked up what its short float was. What is its short float? DAVA, short float. That's tiny, that's why. So the game plan will be 48.83, like I said, 1% above that stop. 46.15 will be the first cut loss level. The final cut loss level is all splitting hairs, so I'm using this low at 44.25. But in order of priority, it's MTCH, AN, then DAVA. All right, everyone, I'm going to go and wrap up this video lesson here. I will see you in the chat room during the pre-market tomorrow. It's Thursday. I'm like lost and confused what my days are. Yep, Thursday. All right, everyone. Have a great evening. If you like the video lesson, please do me a favor. Give me a like, ring the bell, subscribe, leave a comment below if you have any questions, concerns, statements to make. It's all good with me. I love hearing from you guys, so show me some love. I'd really appreciate it.